Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Jones. To the right and complete to Galladay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 45. Mike.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Oh, you got to go.
On 2nd and 12, Jones eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Throwing Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. A 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. The give is to Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Draw play, Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Marr is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake, Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you. 45's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Check 13. Check 13. 70 Lions.
Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And some room to roll now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. And Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A give to Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. A strong running. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
From the red zone now, Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The kick by Maher is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Hey, tight. Check. Ringo.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
2nd and 11 now.
Prescott.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Prescott to throw it. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He's at the 40. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He's got Jack Doyle. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gano the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. Left side, Doyle with it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into the secondary, past the 40. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now Prescott. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Prescott down.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, John Ross.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Barkley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second and 9.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Back to throw. Jones. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Max Crosby coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now Ross to return.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run the jet sweep now for Tony. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Check.
From just shy of midfield, Jones to Barkley on the check down. Dancing away at the 35. And he's got this down to the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
45, 48.
On second down, here's Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll go to Barkley again. Down right around the 25. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Barkley, toss play left. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We got 4. Watch 19, watch 19.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Marr on for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Let's go, defense. Panther 11. 42's Mike, 42. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing, Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go again with Cannon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. Check.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
Mike 3. Mike 3.
Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. To throw is Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Push him back. Push him back. 42's mark.
Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Jones. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon, I would imagine. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Dallas, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.